Welcome back to the Gun Dungeon, guys. You guessed it, still cranking on some 300 Blackout. And today, we're just going to jump straight into the content since you already know what I'm loading, because I know all you guys are loyal viewers and watch all my reloading and rambling, so you know exactly what I'm loading. Anyways, I had a conversation with a guy at work, because I'm working in Georgia, and he was asking about Kentucky being a constitutional carry state. I was like, yeah, it is. I still keep my permit up though. And he was like, why? So we're going to talk today a little bit about why I keep a concealed carry permit. One is, as I just said, I travel a lot. So a lot of states these days are constitutional carry. And you know, you could probably get by traveling for the most part without a concealed carry permit, but there are some places that aren't, that I still have reciprocity with. So I keep it. That's not really even the main reason that I do keep it, but that is a reason that I keep it. But honestly, the biggest factor for me for keeping a concealed carry permit, it doesn't really cost that much to keep it. But it keeps me from getting a 3-day delay every time I purchase a firearm. And for some weird reason, since the beginning of me buying guns from an FFL, I always get delayed. I'm not sure why. I'm not sure if my name is like similar to somebody's that's restricted. It don't matter if I put my social security number on the 4473 form. It don't matter what I do. It gets delayed, and it's always a 3-day delay, which is aggravating, especially like if I'm in for the weekend and I go to try to pick something up that I ordered, and then I gotta wait, and by the time the 3 days is up, I'm already back out on the road, so now I can't go pick it up until I get back again. So it's kind of a pain in the butt. But with a concealed carry permit, you slide that permit across the countertop, and you are walking out with that firearm right then. Now, hopefully, it will remain where we can continue to do. Now, I'm in Kentucky, so it may not be that way in other states, where you can just continue to renew your concealed carry online, because that's about the only way that I'll continue to do it. If they make it to where, you know, you gotta mail in and you gotta send a passport photo, because when I first started getting it, that's what you had to do. Like, I had to go to the post office, get an actual passport photo, send that in with the paper and all that good stuff. But now I think my picture that's on my concealed carry permit now, I don't have it on me, it's like me sitting in my work truck. Like, you can see the cattle guard in the back of the glass on my picture and on my concealed carry permit now. As long as it remains like that, where it's easy to get and low cost, I don't have a problem every 5 years renewing my concealed carry permit, just to keep from having to deal with that 3-day delay and keeping that reciprocity as well. You know, like I said, I think there's a whole lot of states these days that do constitutional carry, and good for them. But I do see value in the concealed carry permit in my case. So, like I said, as long as they keep it fairly easy to do and low cost, I'll keep my concealed carry permit. And honestly, I don't know if it would help you or not, but I feel like it definitely couldn't hurt that if you ever did engage in a defensive shooting, I think it would probably play in your favor to have that concealed carry permit. And if for nothing else, it's because it shows that you did have some level of training. Because, you know, like I said, I'm in Kentucky, so everything I'm speaking of is my experience in Kentucky. I did have to go to a class, and I did have to go qualify on a range, like physically qualify on a range. Call it qualifying if you want. The standards weren't really all that high, but there was some standards anyways. So I did present that I can control firearm, place accurate shots, pass the written test, the whole 9 yards. So if you're ever in a self-defense shooting and you have a permit, at least by just having that permit by Kentucky standards to obtain one, you are demonstrating that you are aware of the laws, you are aware of, you know, the requirements, you trained enough to be able to pass the physical hands-on portion of the course, and yada yada. So even if it doesn't help a whole lot or doesn't help at all, I don't think it can hurt. So that's kind of another reason to keep it. But then in the back of my mind, I'm always you know, f.gov type person. So in the back of my mind, it's like, well, I really don't like the idea of paying them for this to exercise a right, which I don't have to. I don't like the idea of paying them. I don't like the idea of them being on any type of list, registration, which I'm sure I'm on all kinds of lists that I don't want to be on anyways. Just from being who I am and what I do. But, you know, I'm kind of very anti-establishment in that manner, so that is always lingering in the back of my mind as well, as like just ditch it and roll on. But you know, that 3-day delay is honestly the driver of me keeping it. So of the 3 reasons I've given you to have a concealed carry permit, mine is the very, very selfish one of I don't like waiting 3 days to pick up my firearm. So anyways, let me know your all's thoughts on concealed carry permits in today's constitutional carry environment. What you all think about it, what you all did, let me know, guys. Till next time, stay tuned.